Assalamu alaikum students. This is Javed Iqbal, your English teacher, with a new topic that is Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu. Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, in this video, in this chapter, we will discuss about the life of Hazrat Asma, his faithfulness to the Holy Prophet, his faithfulness to his father Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, and his useful services for Islam. So Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, she was a very kind lady. She was a very soft lady, and she served herself for Islam. So what happened when the Rasul and their companions when they migrated towards Medina? So what happened? Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala actually she helped them all. She prepared food from her own home, and she make food in her home, and she supply food to them, because the time that was very harsh. The time was very that was very harsh time for the Holy Prophet and his companions. So when the chief of different tribes of the Makkah came to know about the migration of the Holy Prophet, so they thought that now it is the time to take revenge from the Holy Prophet, Nauzubillah, and his companions as well. So he's one of the trustworthy companion, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, is always with him. Hazrat Asma Raziyallah, she was a daughter of Hazrat Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu. So what happened when the Holy Prophet migrated from Makkah to Medina? She hid himself somewhere in the cave. So the food preparation, what happened? The food usually used to prepare in the house of Hazrat Asma, and she every day she has to prepare the food, and she has to send them food in the cave as well. So the journey was very perilous. Perilous mean very difficult. The journey was very difficult for them. So it was very difficult for anyone to make the food and to supply to food in such harsh conditions. So but she took the responsibility, and she was firm and resolute. So on the night of migration, a tribal chief of the disbelievers, Abu Jahl, he was in a fit of fury. He came to the house of Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu anhu, and there he found Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu anhu. He asked Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu anhu, and he asked her that where is your father? Means he was talking about Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu anhu. So Hazrat Asma told her that I don't know. She simply posed a counter question in response. So Hazrat Abu Jahl, in a fit of fury, he slapped on the face of Hazrat Asma. He slapped so harsh that his earring fell down. So what happened after that? Her grandfather, the grandfather of Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu anha, Abu Quhafa, basically he was a disbeliever, and he talked to Hazrat Asma and told her, I think that Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu anhu have taken all the wealth with him, and leaving you and your children empty-handed. So how she proved herself in front of his grandfather? She gathered some stones, and she put them in one of the corner, and she wrapped the stones in the paper cotton, in the cotton paper, and she called his grandfather that, come grandfather, see that Abu Bakr Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu has never taken any wealth with him. So when the grandfather put a hand on the cotton paper, so he came to know that that there is something which is present in the cotton paper. So he thought that maybe this cotton paper is full of golds and the money as well. So now then he came to know that maybe she is right. So Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair, he was the son of Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, and what he told about Hazrat Asma. He told Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair that in my whole life I never found any lady such kind and generous in my life. She was so kind. Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, she was so kind and generous that she sold her inherited garden and gave away all the money to the poor and the needy. Nobody ever returned empty-handed from his doorstep. So I think so. This should be our lifestyle. If you take an example from our own life, what we did on the daily basis, that some needy people come to our houses on the daily basis and they try to demand some money, that give us 10 rupees, give us 15 rupees, give us 20 rupees, we need this. But we try to mock them, we try to make fun of them, we're not giving them money. So instead of making fun of them, we should encourage them, we should cooperate with them. If you are unable to give them even a single penny, so we should not mock them, we should not make fun of them, because this will not please the Allah Almighty. Allah Almighty will be angry with us in this regard, in this situation. So Hazrat Asma, if I'm talking about her, that here she will always be remembered for her courage and generosity and wisdom. She had resolute faith in Allah Almighty, and her life would always be a beacon of life for all of us. So I think so we should develop, we should make our life up to that mark, up to that extent, that when the time of death comes, when the death comes, so people should remember us in good ways, because this should be our way, this should be our lifestyle. We can there The history of Islam is full of examples. Okay, we can follow anyone and we can change our life, but it up to us that how we are gonna change our life, how we are gonna make our life good in this regard or in that extent. So if we will follow these examples, obviously we will make our life good and better. So that's all about this in today's lecture. I'm going to upload this lecture on a YouTube channel, Air Foundation, and there you can watch this video. And one thing more, I'm going to give you homework which I have already uploaded in the school group on the web portal of Air Foundation. The word synonyms will be for HW, and if you have any query or question, you can ask me back on the YouTube, in the comment option. You can comment over there that, sir, I have this difficulty, you can, so I will answer over there. Thank you very much.